So your Etsy store got put on vacation because you've got too many back orders, too many unfulfilled orders that have been sitting for too long, and you want to know what to do to get your store turned back on. You're in the right place. So continue watching this video. Basically, my store had an item that we had major shipping logistics, and in the meantime of that happening, plus we had a delay with it leaving the manufacturer, and I ended up with 200 items back ordered, and it was over a month's period, or over a couple weeks. And Etsy put my store on a vacation. My first suggestion would be, if this starts happening, instead of letting that many orders come in, which obviously we thought we were fulfilling immediately, and that didn't end up to be the case. So I would highly suggest at that point, turn that item off and don't accept any more orders, and either refund them on your own, or before adjusting the dates, make sure that that item's going to be there, because that was part of my problems, is that a lot of my dates had already been adjusted one time, so you cannot adjust them any further, and those people still wanted the item. So in order for me to be turned back on, I had to be 100% caught up. And I actually spent a day getting a hold of a representative at Etsy that I had a thread going with, because I had questions all along the way, and it's really, really hard to get in touch with them. But regardless, the system will turn you back on, and in your email, if there's any different explanation, it should be there. So what that meant was, I was a little afraid because of how funds were going to go on. I mean, my income stopped, all deposits stopped. So what they do is, when you start shipping, that will just stay on your Etsy account, and if you don't have the funds in your account, you can build up a negative. By the time I was completely caught up with all refunds and such, I was about $1,000 negative, and the refunds will come through after your card starts to become valid again, because at first it wasn't taking refunds. So I had about a negative $1,000 balance, and any refunds that you go to do to a customer, you have to have funds available for that. So part of my hold process was waiting for those funds to transfer into my account so that I could do refunds for the people that wanted them. And I would highly suggest reaching out to everybody. It's a little hard when you've got 200 messaging threads and you're doing it from a cell phone because of traveling, and that's the position I currently had been in. So with that, it took about a month, and I ended up with a negative like $500 balance, I think, or even maybe $900. They did turn me on a couple days before, because he could tell that I was getting caught up and that I was, aggressively pursuing making sure everything was spot on. It took a minute. It took about a week for my advertising to kick back in and for sales to start generating a little bit more towards a normal state. I would say about 7 to 10 days, and I was spending approximately $18 in advertising a day, which I did not change at all when my store finally got turned back on. So my suggestion to anybody out there is, work through that as fast as you can, but just know that you should go back to a normal state about a week after, and continue to run your ads, continue to keep everything just as it is, and that's what I've got. Answer any question, or leave any questions below if you have them, and I will be answering everything on this thread. Thanks so much for tuning into this video, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, give it a big thumbs up, and follow, subscribe. We'll see you soon.